For a burgeoning city like Bangalore, with no perennial source of water supply, lakes play a crucial role in conserving the monsoon and recharging the groundwater level in the region. Madiwala Lake, in particular, is one of the biggest lakes situated in south of Bangalore city. It is covering an area of 275 acres, along with 24 acres of wetland, a park of 20 acres, having boating facilities, bird watching, and also a sewage treatment plant of 4 million liters per day. The Madiwala Lake, that was once the lifeline of locals and key attraction for their recreational activities, is in deepening peril caused by a flux of issues like intense pollution, encroachment by real estate players, government apathy, and societal negligence. The lake, which was once a freshwater tank, is now covered with thick growth water hyacinths, thus preventing aeration and affecting the biodiversity of rich flora and fauna present here.
Sir, could you just elaborate on the brief history of the problems that were being faced with respect to this particular lake? I mean, what was the issue with the pollution and environmental concerns?
The main problem is when it rains, everything, including the sewage drain, everything will be filled up, and that comes to tanks like this. So when this comes, when there is a wet slush, fresh rainfall comes, everything comes along with the rainwater, sewage water, everything will go to the tank. So once when it is polluted like this, water hyacinths, as you see, the water waves flow like this. It will simply multiply, and the entire lake will be chopped up. Indeed, you will get rid of pollution. So as you see in Madiwala Lake, I think you saw the lake.
Yes,
half of it is filled with water hyacinth.
Yes, yes. Yes, yes.
Second thing is the encroachment.
Okay.
There is encroachment all around the lake. The area of the lake is reducing every day. You know how much of pressure is there on the urban lands? Enormous pressure.
Yes, sir, would you like to opinionate upon the role of the corporates? I mean, have they been kind of supportive in this whole issue, or is there,
not in a big manner. Of course, they come, they sit and they talk of everything, big thing. But I don't think that no big corporate people have come and helped in any way have come to help very well.
Any kind of smell or instinct, some
sewage and all.
no problem with.
Nowadays it's a little bit okay.
Okay. Earlier it was stinking.
2 years back it's very ugly, but nowadays it's not so.
So they are cleaning that stuff.
Yes.
The government is doing the improvement.
They are doing.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm doing more than 7 years.
Have you observed any changes in the water quality here?
Water quality, obviously, drainage water, no?
Drainage water is coming here.
Yeah, basically all the surrounding area drainage water come and mingle here. So the government have to take some clean the lake or whatever it is.
So people have objected to this whether in past.
Yeah, already they intimated the government also aware about this. They not take much action. So the people, some of people maintaining here, they are doing some maintenance.
And the water level down or what? The water level?
Water level, that's what. All the drainage things are coming lake itself. Most probably everything the.
Exactly.
Yeah, obviously there is no hygienic. The lake water come drainage thing, right? Government people hygienic. So people get some infection diseases as well as food also not get.
ఎన్ని సంవత్సరాల నుంచి పనిచేస్తున్నారు మీరు ఇక్కడ?
15 బాగా సో ఈవినింగ్ 6 గంటల జాకింగ్ పత్ అవుతుంది, కిందంతా రాయేస్తూ ఉన్నారు. అసలు ఇప్పుడు 50 లక్షల రూపాయలు శాంక్షన్ అయ్యింది, అది వర్క్ స్టార్ట్ కావాలా, స్టార్ట్ అయ్యేది ఎప్పుడవుతుంది అని చెప్పి అయితే ప్రాజెక్టు అది మొన్న మీటింగ్లో దీన్ని ఫుల్ ఒకేసారి క్లియర్ చేస్తే మళ్ళీ వచ్చేది. ఈ గవర్నమెంట్ ఏం చేస్తుంది, ఒక 10 లక్షలు వస్తుంది కదా, ఆ 10 లక్షలు ఎంత ఉందో అంత మెయింటైన్ చేస్తారో మళ్ళీ అది తక్కువ అయిపోయింది. అది ఒకేసారి ఎంత అవుతుంది అమౌంట్ అంత ఒకేసారి చేసి క్లీన్ చేస్తే మళ్ళీ రాదు.
US they have a strong environmental regulation, pollution and everything. Those regulations are there in place. Okay, that is implemented. But in India, you have a lot of environmental regulations laws, not regulations, laws about environmental protection. But very few rules are implemented in India because of too much corruption.
The next question is that what in your opinion is the role of the corporates in the deterioration and restoration of the environment?
Well, corporates are major culprits.
What is your view on CSR by companies and environmental
We should
issues?
teach our students about this corporate social responsibility and right from their schooling days to college days.
So there should be some initiative from the corporate side as well as far as this is concerned. So how do you think can the social cost of this business can be incorporated in their overall corporate strategy formulation?
What they teach you in strategy in class is how to make monopoly profits and sustain them. Right? That's what we're teaching in business. This awareness should come right from your childhood to when you start working for companies or governments. Then that they won't internalize the negative externalities they're creating to society. They will externalize them to other people. That's it. I might be cynical. That's what's happening.
Who are the ones who want these lakes to be developed in one way or the other. And so how do you find the space that works well for both these sets of people? So BUMB and BDA, and if you look at all these guys, they're terribly understaffed. They actually don't have the number of people needed to solve the problems that these guys are all asking. So my idea is simple, that you increase the number of people working on the problem by involving the citizens. And after all, simple things can be thought of, whether the thing is fenced or not, whether the thing needs fencing or not. These are all things that can be easily documented by the citizens themselves. And we need to create a pressure system in which the speed at which the problem gets tackled increases. This is the fundamental deficit in development in this country. The speed of development is very slow compared to the speed at which the problems are accumulated. And I'm saying that the answer to that is not to try to scale the solutions, because that will never happen. Is to scale the number of people who work on the solutions. Then they can actually catch up with the problems in some way. One Bangalore is an effort to make that happen. Not only for lakes, but for everything. To say if enough of us get together and start pushing the system, it will begin to do certain things. I can make them write a certain kind of policy, I can make them write a certain kind of agreement, draft agreements with local communities. And all of those things he can say is good for him to do, because at one shot, it addresses the way in which he has to respond to many, many lakes. Otherwise, he's got to go to 20 other lakes and say, okay, each one will ask the same set of questions, I got to give the same answers to each one. He'll be running from pillar to post anyway. For him, it makes sense for us to actually form an external peer group. And that's how the outcomes come about. One of the big deficits in India is that we don't have associational relationships with each other. Most of the people that we know are actually like us. Whereas interest groups like this help people from different neighborhoods out of a common interest to come together. And once that begins to happen, you actually get development acceleration. And that's what One Bangalore is trying to do.